Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie and I have got a couple of treasure treasures I'm excited to share with you. The first one is this coffee canister I had picked up at an antique store. I got it for about $10. It is made out of wood. It's pretty deep, as you can see, and it is super cute. I saw it and I knew I had to have it like right away. And as you can see, it does have a matching lid. It doesn't have like a suction seal or anything, but it's still really cute. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm taking my Waverly chalk paint in the color Celery. I don't know if you can actually see that, but yeah, it's celery. And then I got this new pack of paintbrushes from Walmart. Can't remember what I got it for, but anyway, I was excited to use new paintbrushes. And I'm going to go ahead and give this entire canister, I do 2 coats of the celery chalk paint. Now, I do realize here in a second that I did not sand my project down first. I just got too excited about painting it, and so I do put the paintbrush down and I go with my sanding sponge from Dollar Tree, and I do give it a good sanding because this piece actually is kind of got like a slick surface. So just, always remember to sand your projects first. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. So when I get to like sand like 2 out of 4 sides of this canister, and you probably can't tell on camera here, but when I was painting it, I could definitely tell the difference between sanded and not sanded. So anyway, note to self, always sand your projects first. And I did sand the lid to this canister first. I just did it off camera, but I did in fact sand it before I started painting it. So, fun tip that I had learned from watching one of Heidi Sambel's DIYs is if you are painting something and you're not done with your paintbrush, just take a damp cloth and wrap it around your paintbrush, and that way your paint that is still on your paintbrush will not dry and harden and make your brush all gross. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my Waverly chalk paint in white, and I give the inside of this canister 2 coats. So as River is busy inspecting my project, I am getting ready for the next step, and I'm taking my black chalk paint by Folk Art, and I am going to use the stencil that I had picked up from Amazon, and I will leave the link to that in the description box below. And I am just going to use the word coffee from this stencil, and I'm just going to take my stencil brush from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to stencil coffee onto this project. This video is in collaboration with one of my favorite YouTubers, Kristin K. She's an amazing DIYer and she does tons of treasure videos. If you've come over from her channel, thank you so much for being here. I hope you like what you see and you subscribe. If you haven't checked her out yet, I will leave Kristin's video in the description box below, so please be sure to check her out. For my second and final DIY, treasure DIY, I have this tray that I had picked up from Goodwill. This is really cute, and I think I had picked this up for $2.99. Yes, it was $2.99, and I almost missed this. I think I walked past this thing like 2 or 3 times because there was like a lot of stuff like sitting on top of it, and I kept going back, and like the handle like kind of caught my eye, and I just like had to unbury it. And as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going in with my cred cutter, and I'm just giving this a good scrub down. So I had noticed when I was cleaning this up that there's actually some glitter on those leaves right there. So I ended up going in with my sanding sponge, and I just decided that I was going to sand that glitter off. Then I also realized that these decor pieces are actually like stickers or some kind of like decal or something. So I'm like kind of fighting with it with my sanding sponge here, but I do go out to my garage and I get out my husband's sander and just like really sanded the crap out of this because my fingernail was not cutting it, my sanding sponge was not cutting it, so I just had to use some reinforcements. So once all that was sanded, I just take my Waverly chalk paint in white, and I did the top side of this tray. I did 2 coats of paint on that because the red was not coming off with my sander, so 2 coats worked just fine. I did do the entire tray and the sides and the handles, and I only did like 1 coat of paint on the bottom. Not going to really see the bottom, but the bottom was like really like messy looking, and it just gave it a more finished look. So I did 1 coat on the bottom, 2 on the top, called it good. Now that my coats of paint are dry, I'm just going back in with that same stencil that I used in the previous project. This time I'm going to use the entire thing. So I'm laying it down exactly where I want it, using that same black chalk paint and my stencil brush. And I take some painter's tape and I tape my stencil down so it doesn't move around on me when I'm stenciling, and then I just go to town with this. So here is what it looks like in the end. I think this is so stinking cute. I love this thing so much. Comment down below and tell me which one of these 2 projects was your absolute favorite. Oh yeah, I also took this polycrylic and I did 1 coat over this entire thing, but I lost the footage, so I couldn't even show you that. But anyway, this is what it looks like all together. Not entirely sure where I'm going to put this yet, but I will definitely find a place because I really like this a lot. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and ring the bell so you don't miss anything. If you came over from Kristin's channel, again, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate all of you. And leave me a comment down below. Tell me hi, or, you know, an emoji or something like that. And if you haven't been to Kristin's channel, go down to the description box and hit that link. You won't regret it. And be sure to tell her I sent you and tell her hi for me. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.